Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Tuesday, December 10th, 2013. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Tonight is my intermediate astrology live webinar class. Join now at inclusiveastrology.com. Make sure you make the booking before 4 p.m. Pacific if you want to join the class tonight. Here we are, a moon in Aries today to really kick things off. Especially because we're in Sagittarius, there's this fire, and we have Mercury, which is going to trine not only the moon, but trine Uranus today. This is a lot of power, this is a lot of fire, this is a lot of excitement, this is a lot of go energy into the new energy you want to go with. That's because I feel over the last 24 hours, and especially over the weekend, as Mars has now stepped into Libra, we have gone through this powerful grand trine in water with all this energy connecting emotionally. There are things we're ready to clear. There are things we're ready to move forward with now. And I think today is an excellent day of a new slate, a new beginning, a new identification of a new journey we might want to go on. This can be a change of plans. And I think it's important for us to change a lot of our plans in our life, as now Pluto in Capricorn is going to be part of a T-square. We're going to have Mars, which is going to start squaring Pluto here in the next couple weeks, and it's already starting, as especially we have the moon in Aries and Uranus, which is squaring Pluto. And this is going to be the beginning ground that you're going to start to see over this next month, where I think lots of plans are going to change, lots of relationships are going to change, and there's a changing happening in our life. More to get specific of what we want to identify with, more of what we want. I think there's been a lot of clearing. And with Mars now in Libra, you can feel the change. There is an action wanting to take place. There is this energy that is coming around us. Now, Mars always gets this energy of, oh, it's not one of action or anything. It's just a very unique action. It's an intellectual action. It's the air sign action. And it is opposing all this energy in Aries. So this does deal with making sure we're getting what we want. But really, it's the justice, it's the fairness. You know, balance is more than just 50-50, sometimes 70-30 or all these weird things. It's about what's fair, what's just. You know, you can get in a business plan with somebody where you did 80% of the work and they did 20%, but that's a fair deal. They're getting their 20%, you're getting your 80%. So sometimes relationships and sometimes fairness and justice work in very different ways. Although the perfect justice is when it is at 50-50. I think it's important for us to really start to look, though, in our lives. To look, though, in our expansion, in our growth, and in our truth, because we are dealing with our emotional truth, we are dealing with hidden feelings, we are dealing with true desires, to make sure that the adventure is really going more in what we want outer-wise and emotionally inner-wise. It's a two-part system. There is no coincidence that the universe is doing this now, as we're getting ready to step into a new year with a powerful new moon that'll happen on New Year's Eve, but more importantly, this is the new age, this is a new time, this is a new dawning, and this is a deep clearing and a new beginning, a new slate that's coming in our lives. And even though this is going to be kind of a long transformation that we're going through, I think as we're starting to look at our lives now and the deep energy we were in for the last couple months and all these things that have been happening, we're pulling out now, and we're really starting to be more clear on what we want. We're starting to be more clear on what we want to define in our life and who we want to become. And relationships have to deal with this, as Venus in Capricorn is starting to stop. In the next 2 weeks, Venus is not going to move much, just about 1.5 degrees. So Venus is starting to stop, and this is our value systems. This is our relationship energy. This is a lot of really powerful stuff about making sure that we are going to take a look at these value systems. We are going to manifest from what our plans want. I think the changing of plans to more desires is what's important, but it's the leaving behind of old plans, leaving behind of rules that we might be stuck in, that is going to be the area that could be pressured upon to make sure that we build the right partnerships and to make sure we build the right identification in our lives. Whether that's the identification of something simple that you want, a relationship you want, a job you want, or anything, you've got to see that you have got to set up the right plan, to set up a right algorithm that's going to take step-by-step motions to get there. And it's these step-by-steps which can only happen if you have stairs to lead up to something. And it takes work. It takes you laying out, brick by brick. And now that Mars has left Virgo, you're going to see why I said that this energy, when it comes to taking action, there is going to have to be a unique form that comes. We don't have the Virgo energy anymore that can get real specific in certain little things. Now we're dealing with, all right, wow, okay, I know what I want here. Maybe you've got to build some new alliances. Maybe you're going to have to start to build these plans, you know, intellectually now and start to intellectually look at things. But the powerful aspect of today is the intellectual epiphany, the aha, the true understanding, this is what I want. And I think it's because as Mercury starts to square Chiron over these next 48 hours, we have this thing where we're ready to leave behind mentally our sensitivities, leave behind what has been holding us back, and leave behind this fog, this shadow of our life, and step more into this journey. One that's more of a powerful energy that we really want to be, that we really want to spark. This is about spark. This is cardinal fire that's coming in today. This is about a new spark in your life, a new beginning, a new road. One that, even though I know you've had this big picture, maybe there's a break today that allows you to go, oh my gosh, I can go this way now. Oh my gosh, I can do this now. But it's the only thing that will hold you back is your mind if it's still holding on to the past. If it's still wanting to think of past rhythms or past roots or past things that are holding you back. Don't let your mind go into the past today. Don't let your mind be afraid of the future, afraid of the new beginnings, afraid of getting what you want because of events of the past or feelings or sensitivities that you feel you can't heal or overcome, because that is not true. It is this new path that we start to build on now. It is this new path that you really embrace that is gonna get you through those sensitivities. So that's the way to look at today. There can be wild, unpredictable stuff that happens today. I'm just going to put it out there. Wild, unpredictable stuff that could happen in your life today. And I pay attention to that. This is really a unique shock that comes into the system. Now, even though Uranus is pretty much stationary here, I think that this is a spark inside your head, an unpredictable aha moment. This is you really starting to become clear and you really starting to break free. The sunlight start to come. Some area in your life, especially mentally, especially deep in your consciousness, that gives you this new perspective on your life that you've been looking for. But remember, the ticket to this is with the emotions, as Jupiter and Saturn are trining, and this is making sure that we're opening our comfort zones, we're opening our feelings, that we're going to make plans based off a comfort level that only deals with what we truly desire and these hidden feelings that we have deep inside of ourselves. So this is a very powerful day. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, because you can get the gift certificates now for Christmas online at my website, inclusiveastrology.com. So if you have any questions, email me, davidpalmer@inclusiveastrology.com. And if you're at the class, I will see you tonight.